What's up, guys? Aaron Adams here. We're taking a look at this week's programming so you guys can expect this. You're just going to be getting just kind of like a rundown on what we're going to do for the day. Same thing your coaches are going to do in class, but this is just to kind of give you guys something a little bit ahead of time, make it a little bit more easy for you guys to digest. So we're starting off today, January the 19th of 2020. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do like a nice little warm up, obviously, to kind of get started and everything. And then we're going to hop into front squat. So we're going to be doing in 15 minutes, 4 sets of 2 reps, about 90% or above. So just looking at the programming, this is the kind of like really first like kind of go to it, right? Like kind of get it stuff for weightlifting. And that's what you're going to see in the next 2 weeks, according to Michelle. So what we're going to be doing in that time, right, is really trying to work up to about our 70% fairly quickly. With only 15 minutes and 4 sets, you don't really have a whole lot of time to kind of like mess around as far as weights go. So you want to make sure that you guys come in with a plan. So what I normally do is I start with what I want to hit, and then I work my way backwards from there. So you're looking at maybe 6 sets total within that 15-minute time frame with kind of 2 minutes rest in between. You want to make sure you have your shoes on before that thing even starts. If you're going to wear weightlifting shoes, you really want to make sure that you're just kind of ready to go as far as front squats go. If you know you need a little bit more time to warm up, do that with reps at the lighter end rather than towards the end when you get heavier, okay? So you want to try to get to, when you get to about 70%, just hitting doubles from then on, okay? After that, we have a 14-minute AMRAP, right? So 12 calories for the guys, 10 calories for the girls on the rower. That's going to take you anywhere from like 30 seconds, really, if you're like a fire breather, to a minute if you're moving at more of a steady state and a good pace, basically. So it's 14 minutes, right? So the first thing most people do is they find themselves sitting on a rower, 3, 2, 1, go, and then they start knocking out a really vigorous pace, okay? So what you want to do is as soon as you take that first pull, take a nice deep breath, rest for a second, and then get yourself going. It's a nice good way to kind of calm yourself down at the start of the workout so that you don't come out of the gate too hot. After that, you have 10 burpees to a 6-inch target. So everybody knows like when we're doing regular burpees, right, we're cheating. Like we're doing our burpee and we're like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Well, when you guys do it to a target and it's 6 inches, right? So it's like a real 6 inches, not like a guy 6 inches, just a normal 6 inches, okay? So it's really not that far. But what it makes you do is open your chest up the entire way. So all of a sudden then your arms and shoulders are going to start getting tired, especially after you've done that rowing position, right? Now you're going to have to be doing burpees, which is the complete opposite. You're pushing instead of pulling. And then once you stand up for that burpee, you're having to lift those hands all the way overhead, which is really going to screw you when you come to the 8 hang power cleans, okay? 135 and 95, so like the CrossFit standard weight. So when you guys are doing these weight-wise, what you want to think about is doing a weight that you can pretty much get through all of these in one set. Towards the later end of the workout, when you're in like minute 10, I can 100% seeing 4 and 4 and 5 and 3 with a really short rest in between. But the thing about this workout is you really want to take your rest in between your sets, okay? You're going to rest on the burpees anyway. They're probably going to take you anywhere from 5 to 6 seconds per rep. If you start out super hot, you're going to slow down. It's all going to average out in the end. So normally if you just start with that slower pace and then work your way up, it's a little bit easier. But what's going to happen is as that time kind of dings down with that rowing, getting your heart rate up really high, it's going to get really difficult to kind of maintain that pace. So you're looking at like 3-4 rounds, somewhere in there. If you notice that like that's kind of aggressive, 3 or 4 rounds, lighten the weight. If that's still really aggressive, lower the calories. Like there's nothing wrong with that. That's really going to be like that, and the burpees are going to be the big cardio spikers for this one, okay? The hang power cleans really are just to get you a little tired muscularly, so that when you go back to that rower, that's what's going to kill you. So just be prepared for that. There's some accessory stuff afterwards, some banded hip stuff, I believe, and things like that. So that should be fun. You should definitely have time for that, especially if you're working in the right parameters. So hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday.